So, Matt is a seasoned professional.
Oh, well, hello friends, Coach Bob with you today. Well, wait a minute. Let me mute my music. What a surprise. I say that a lot, don't I? I'll close this up. Well, hello friends, Coach Bob with you today, and today we have got a great video for you. If you have ever been riding on a motorcycle and your clutch cable had a weird feel to it, or you broke it, or you needed adjustment, this is the video for you. Obviously, we're going to be doing it on the motorcycle that I own, which is a 2022 Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Pro. It's an adventure bike. It's a great motorcycle, but there was something that happened to the clutch cable that it felt odd to me. And so I spoke with Matt up at Florida Motorsports, and I want to thank Matt for helping me. They always take care of me up there. Anytime you can do business locally, I always suggest it. Florida Motorsports, 2 thumbs up, top-notch folks, top-notch shop. Just really, really good. I'll leave a link to their business down at the bottom. When the video comes in, it's just gonna be me in Matt's garage. I rode the Tiger over there. Not only did I get to learn from his expertise, but I also got to ride the Stark Varg while I was there. I may drop a little footage there over this while I'm talking. But anyway, that was a great experience as well. I'll do a video here in the next few weeks on a Two Wheel Tuesday where I'll talk about the Stark Varg. Very, very interesting motorcycle. All right, well, without further ado, let's get to Matt's garage and watch a pro at work. All right, so my clutch lever has like a little weird kind of gribby grab feel to it, and I don't know what it is. So, Matt is a seasoned professional. He's a real rider. I'm just a guy who rides really.
We think it's the cable, because it's not all the time. I think it may have like something inside of it.
Probably does.
Fray or something.
So the first thing you do is you see the routing of it, is that right?
Yeah, so I took these little rubber ties off.
Okay.
And I'm just looking to see how it's routed, to see if we have to take a whole bunch of stuff apart.
All right.
I'd rather not take the whole bike apart, but if we have to, we have to.
You know what I was going to do if I was doing this, Matt?
Huh.
I was going to get electrical tape and tape the cables together and pull the other cable through with the old cable.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. But sometimes they go through like a zip tie or something, and then you got to take all kinds of stuff apart. This one looks like it's got a nice little path.
Free path of travel.
And then it goes through this clip, which we can just undo.
Wow.
And then it's free. It's super easy.
Beautiful.
So we don't have to take anything apart. So now I can show you the easy little trick way to get get it out of here without taking the lever off and stuff. You've got your free play, you've got your adjuster. Back this out. And if you can back it all the way and the slots line up, that would be ideal, but they don't. So we'll go
as far out as you can go with it.
As far out, and then line up the slots and turn it all the way in until you can get, see, we can't go all the way, but if you look from the front here, we've got all 3 slots lined up.
Got it. Okay. And so slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, right there. Okay.
You can hold on to the cable and pull the clutch.
Okay.
Make sure our slots are lined up. Pull the clutch and then just pull it out.
Wow, look at you, man. That's too easy.
And then
nice.
The adjuster nuts on the bottom look like about a 12 maybe.
See, what confused me when I was looking at it, what scared me, was this little curve. I was like, you know, with the jam nuts and stuff, I was like, I don't know, man. I've never really seen one that looked that way, even though it probably makes no difference.
Yeah. A lot of them will have like a little curve somewhere.
Okay, so all you're doing is
I'm just taking the jam nut on this
completely
end
off,
so that we can just pull it out.
Ah, very nice. Okay.
And then we can just push that out. And then we can just pull the cable straight down. Now, before we pull it out, double check to see which way it goes.
So it ran through these two straps there, Did it run through that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then just right down that tunnel.
Yep.
And then popped out.
Just pull it straight out the top.
Okay. Very nice. And then I'll just keep that for if I break the other one. I'll at least have it.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not smooth there.
Yep.
It should be. I mean, this should be super smooth, and
Right.
it's not. So
Okay. That's good news.
let's grab a new cable.
I appreciate you doing this, man.
Yeah, it's easy. No problem.
Looks
Has
quite
no-
significantly different.
No hitch,
Yeah.
and it's giddy up. And they have like these little Teflon sleeves inside now.
Right.
So I mean, you don't really have to lube them like you used to, but we have the cable off. We have a new cable. There's no reason not
Okay.
to lube it.
So what kind of lubricant do you use? Are you using just like a graphite or a...
Yeah, it's some sort of penetrant oil. They have products that are actual cable lube.
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of thinner penetrant oil or grease is fine.
Now I see this tool that you just got out.
So that is a cable luber.
Okay.
And I'll show you how it works, but it's really neat. It forces, using an aerosol, it'll force the lubricant down inside through the cable.
Okay.
Like I said, it just makes a big mess, and you can really do it from either end.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. But what it is it's a stepped, just like a little rubber cone.
Mm-hmm.
And then this end is closed for the cable.
Okay.
This end will be open for the housing. So we'll put it on like this. Get the cable inside there. And then push it on there. And then it's got a little hole. Got a little hole right there in the top.
Ah.
And you stick your little tube from your aerosol can in there.
Okay.
And just hold rags around here real tight and
Right.
spray it, and the lube will come out the other end. Shove that in the hole there. And I'll push the cable all the way down. Like I said, it makes a mess, so I just wrap that up.
Okay.
With those Teflon inner parts,
Mm-hmm.
there's not as much clearance or gap.
Right, so it takes a while for it to work through.
Yeah, it's just a little tighter.
Yeah, I hear it right here.
Since we're starting from the top,
Mm-hmm.
gravity will do the
Yeah,
rest.
yeah. I felt it. I could feel
Yeah,
it vibrating all the way
there's-
down to the end.
That's plenty. I mean, you see how much it ends up just
Yeah.
kind of wasting because it just comes out all around every little crevice. But trust me, plenty of it got in there.
Oh yeah.
And you'll probably get some drips coming out later.
Right. Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah. So
Cool.
right up this little home. The one clip that it went through.
Right.
And then put it in the end first.
Okay.
And we'll got just enough slack. Put it in its little bracket. Now we don't know where we need the jam nuts to be yet for
Right.
adjustment,
Mm-hmm.
so there's no point in tightening it down. Little added insurance, I usually just get a little bit of this. These Triumph cables have this nice little rubber boot.
Mm-hmm.
I just throw a little bit of grease on the cable. A little bit of threads. So we've got it at the loosest, the most slack down here at the bottom.
Okay.
So now we should be able to do our little trick again. The trickiest part will be getting it in the bottom.
So that little red piece stays on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The hand guards make it a little bit difficult. And I'm trying to do it where I can't see what I'm doing. Hold that closed like that. Here, let the lever back. The other way. Yeah. Maybe about halfway. Helps that you can see what you're doing. Nice. So once you get the cable in there, now we can do our little trick again, except this time just put the cable up against the adjuster. Now we got so much slack we can almost just put it in there. Yeah, we didn't even need to do it.
Beautiful.
But you can do the same thing if you don't have enough slack. You can actually
pull
put it
slack
right
into
there
it.
and pull it,
Right.
and then just real quick, just go like that.
Okay.
And get it in there.
Nice.
But see, now we've got way too much slack, and you don't want to take up all your slack up here,
Right.
especially on a new cable. You want to give yourself a little bit of room to go in and plenty of room to go back out.
Gotcha.
That way, if you need to make a clutch adjustment on a trip or on the trail or whatever, you don't have to get tools out and adjust it down there. You can
Okay,
do all your
just
adjusting here.
Right up here. Okay.
So I usually do it just because I'm weird, and put the slot backwards so dirt's not going in there. Not that it really matters. Just kind of tighten that down, and then we'll do our cable adjustment.
So what are you looking for when you're doing this adjustment? What are you really looking for?
You've got to have free play.
Okay.
If you have no free play, then it's as if you're riding down the road,
Feathering your clutch.
pulling
a
the
little
clutch
bit.
just a tiny bit. You got to check to make sure that you still have free play with the bars turned all the way left and all the way right, because the cable moves and it can affect the free play just a little bit. So you want to make sure you always have some free play. And my little rule of thumb is if you just take up the slack with just one finger,
Right.
you want about a nickel of width right between the lever and the perch. So if you look at it from the front,
Okay. We got to put a nickel
I
in.
like to go about a nickel, so that's a little much.
Okay.
It's a little too much free play.
So you do that by
By pulling it back, you're effectively making the cable
short.
sheath
Yeah, right. Yes.
longer.
Longer, which makes the cable
You're right.
less tension in it.
Right.
Okay.
And so then we're close enough. We can make the fine adjustments up top. I'm just gonna hold this metal housing. Ideally, you'd have 2 wrenches, but it doesn't need to be He-Man tight.
Right.
You got your angle right here, and then we can snap it in this little clip right here. Pop it in there,
All right.
and then that's close. We'll take up. How's that look?
Looks good.
Pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
You still have some free play, and all the way. See, the free play went away when we did that. It has almost none when you turn to the right. So a little extra doesn't hurt. Plus, you have your lever set further in, so you can always move your lever out.
Right.
So let's add just a little bit more free play back into it.
So you're going to screw it in.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Still has a little bit of free play when you turn right, although it definitely takes the free play out.
All right. Cool.
You're done.
Beautiful. Oh yeah. What did that? Now that is night and day.
Super smooth.
Absolutely night and day.
And there's probably just like, I don't know, like it could be one little strand of cable that's frayed, or it could be this
little Teflon coat,
nylon
yeah.
Teflon sheathing in there. Could have a crack in it or something. Who knows? Could just be some sand or dirt jammed up inside there somewhere, and it's just kind of rolling up. But that's definitely rough.
That was the feeling
compared to that.
Yeah.
But this will still get you home.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll put it in a bag and heck yeah.
Some of them aren't quite so easy. They've got like
Wow. What a
weird routing.
That is
and everything else.
crazy night and day difference. That is nuts.
Having your controls adjusted properly with the right amount of free play and smooth controls, smooth cables can make a huge difference in how your bike control is, how easy it is to control the bike, especially at low speeds, or you're trying to do a delicate clutch operation, you're in some weird terrain or something like that.
Sand.
Yeah, I mean,
Not that we would ever experience that around
all
here.
the time people come into the shop and they got free play out the wazoo on their bike. Came in the other day, it had so much throttle cable free play. Like, I don't know how you can ride that. Any on-off throttle,
Right.
it,
Yeah.
I mean, it had a half inch of free play. I mean, how do you can't control that? Controlling a bike is all about throttle control and clutch control, and you got to have everything just right. And the cables are generally like one of the cheapest things to replace, and/or you can take them out. You could probably take this cable with the nylon sheath. It's kind of hard, but the ones without them, you can probably get air compressor and blow
through
and
it,
probably get it clean and all that. But you don't know if there's like a fray on the inside.
It's just not worth the risk for 40
No.
something bucks or 50
Yeah.
bucks, you know.
And a clutch cable broken will leave you stranded. I mean, you theoretically could bump start it and stay in gear the whole time, but that's
Well, you know, and then
Not
bump
easy.
starting, you know, like we were on a dirt road,
yeah,
so there's just you're just there.
yeah. Flat dirt road on a big bike like this, you're not bump starting that.
All right, well, welcome back. And there it is, you know, professionally installed, easy job for him. It would have taken me a lot more time, would have been a lot more difficult without him there to really show me things if I was doing this on my own. I really, really appreciate his help. If you have any questions, if you're a Tiger owner or a motorcycle owner, you're looking at replacing a clutch cable, don't hesitate to drop a question down below. If I can't answer it, maybe I can run by the shop and have Matt answer it. We can do that. Well, there you have it, another one in the books. I want you to do me a favor. Yes, you. Go out, buy the motorcycle of your dreams, eat right, take care of yourself. And remember, if you're not having fun, you were most definitely doing it wrong. Now you go seize the day, and I'll see you on the road real soon.